everybody, Philip Czarnecki here. This will be a free-form video in which I will be doing some playing, obviously. I'll be even doing a little lesson. I'll be doing some talking. I'm gonna tell you guys about my big move. I'm here in my new studio in Spain. I'll be telling you everything about it. And also, I'm gonna give you a little studio tour. I'm gonna talk about my Les Paul. A lot of things happened, so let's get right into it. So thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking with me. It's been about 1.5 months. I thought I would start with the videos earlier, but as you guys might be able to imagine, a move from Germany to Spain is quite a big undertaking. We managed, my wife, my daughter and I are here. We are in a new apartment. We are really happy. We are close to Barcelona. We love Barcelona. We love the surroundings here in Catalonia, which is the region here. You have mountains, you have beautiful beaches, lots of super delicious food, awesome people, and we are really happy. First video right now that I'm shooting for the channel. I'm still checking lights, I'm checking positions, I'm checking angles. The other angle that you saw there in the beginning is the one you will see the most probably. Right now I left the door to the terrace, which is behind me, open. I thought here in Spain maybe a bit more sunny vibe, a bit more light might not be wrong. I'm gonna give you a studio tour in a second, but yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for sticking with me. From about next week on, I'm gonna start with the demos. I'm already checking pedals, which you can see there behind me. You can also see them in the studio tour. I'll shortly introduce you to the pedals, to the pedal demos that are coming up. And yeah, so here I am. Let me tell you a bit more about the Les Paul situation. So we moved mid-July, and about 2 weeks before we were about to leave Germany, I dropped the Les Paul. I had it on a guitar stand. It fell like this down, and you know, these are pretty heavy guitars. The headstock broke, pretty common thing to happen. And I was really lucky to have a luthier in Cologne, where we used to live, that understood my situation and managed to fix it on time. It was a last-minute situation anyways, but he did a beautiful job. You can see it if you look closely. I'm gonna shoot some B-roll in a second, but you know, like this you don't see it. I'll do some better B-roll. And yeah, big shock for me. My student was with me, my student Dirk was with me in the room when it happened, and we both couldn't believe it. It was one of those situations where you see the instrument dropping like in time lapse. No, not in time lapse, in like in how you say it? When it's like very slowly happening. And yeah, well, it had to happen. I was, as I said, very lucky to have a luthier that did a beautiful job. It plays beautifully. And I'm very lucky to have my baby back. You heard it there in the beginning probably already. And yeah, very exciting moments. Itself was quite exhausting, but at the same time very energizing, and we are here with a lot of motivation. Everything new. We hardly took any furniture. We had to buy pretty much everything new. We had to build everything. Actually, I have like a tennis elbow, so I need to be a little careful with like exercising and kind of not using the right lower arm muscles here too much. It does not bother me with guitar playing, luckily. However, I need to be careful. You know, lots of carrying boxes, lots of building furniture, lots of like movements that I usually don't do. So, but yeah, we are here, as I already said, new apartment, new city, everything new. I'm very happy with the new creative room here with the studio. It took me a while to set up everything. It was actually the last thing we did in the new apartment because we used the studio first as like a storage space first for all the boxes. We built all the other rooms. There's still some things missing. I would like to have a little art piece over there. The lamps are not done in the entire apartment, but we are getting there, and we feel very comfortable. It's a very cozy apartment. We have a huge terrace which the studio leads to, as well as the living room. Beautiful area surrounded by mountains. So we are very happy. Okay, welcome to the studio. I'm gonna do a voiceover here. So I will do this first part with natural light, because the beauty of the studio is that it's leading to the terrace, which is humongous. It's nice to take a break, just go out, get some fresh air, or maybe even I might even shoot some videos there later on. So here, some pedals, some basics, Mariah Carey and Alicia Keys book, little guitar, some plants. I'm really into plants with this big terrace, my babies, RhPf D20, and here the pedals for the next pedal demos. OPFX Dig Deep is an octaver. It's adding a lower octave to only certain lower notes that you can choose. So I'm gonna show you the MK1 as well as the MK3 with much more options. Two pedals from RhPf Electronics. You might have even heard already the Twin Peaks Eiger-Mönch dual delay in this video. The Moscow from RhPf Electronics, super cool distortion and fuzz, as well as the Toki fuzz, the computers, MIDI keyboards. So this is how it looks like with the video lights on. My wife's a big Mariah Carey and Alicia Keys fan. I also really dig their music. I have this Akai MIDI keyboard as well as a bigger MIDI keyboard up there. I'm not a big piano player, but I can fake my way through some MIDI sounds. Besides the pedals that I just mentioned in the studio tour, I just got a pedal from AS Pedals, which is their Royal Jelly, which is a buzz around fuzz, which I'm looking forward to a lot, and it just arrived by mail, so I thought I'm gonna share this with you guys. I didn't open it yet, so unboxing. Live unboxing, basically. Here we go. Royal Jelly. Oh yeah. There's also a new pedal from Flatly Pedals coming up, which I'm looking forward to show you guys, as well as a dual channel tube preamp by Tubestatter. I hope I'm allowed to say this already. It might be still a secret, so don't tell anybody. Looking forward. So one thing I want to do much more this season is upload tutorials. I also offer much more teaching slots. So if you are interested in a one-to-one lesson, it can be a one-off lesson or a lesson every week, every other week, or once a month, whatever. Get in touch with me. I'll be happy to meet you. Anyways, I want to talk about inversions and then apply this concept to something else. So I think the easiest way to figure out inversions, or at least a way that might maybe involve a little thinking, but still I think it's gonna help you not only playing wise but also music theory wise, is to take a chord, for instance an F major triad, and then check on each string individually where the next tone of the chord is. So I have the F here on the 3rd fret on the D string. The next tone of this chord would be the A, the major 3rd, which is here. So this I need to like kind of save it, you know, the finger will be there. Going back to my major triad, here on the G string I have the A. The next tone on this G string of this F major triad would be this C. So I already have these two. And then on the B string I have the C, and the next tone of the F major triad is the F. So I get this triad here, which is the first inversion then here on the guitar. Same thing again, D string, next tone would be here, G string, the next tone would be here, and on the B string, the next tone is here. So this is my next inversion. So it means you need to know which notes are in the chord that you are trying to figure out. It makes you think instead of just memorizing a shape by heart, but I think this will help you in the long run. And if you then apply this concept to any other chord actually, and not only take the chord notes, but the scale notes, you get also very cool chords. And then, let's say you take this chord here, which you could either call F6, or I think it's easier to think about it as a D minor 7 inversion with a flat 7 on the D string. So I have C, F, A, D. And the scale that I'll be using is D Dorian. So I apply the same concept, but I go down the scale. So where's the next scale note on the D string? It's this one, so it's a B. The next scale note going from F on the G string is an E. So I have these two notes already. Then I had the A, the next note within the scale of D Dorian is G. And on the high E string, I had my root, the D, D Dorian. The next note is here, so you get to this chord. Same concept again. I'm gonna, without naming the tones, just go down. You get this chord, you get this chord, then you get this, and then you get this. It sounds beautiful in my opinion. And then when you get to more advanced chords, for instance, this is something I like to do, starting with this one, which is something like a D minor 7, 11, 9, D minor 9, 11, you would call it. This is the upper structure. Applying the concept, looking for the next scale tones and then merging them into a chord. And obviously you can do this with triads, you can do this only with two notes within the scale. Or you could even take whatever, something like this. Which is similar to what I played before, but only on two strings. And you can play around with this concept. I think it's cool to get to know inversions and then also figure out your own chords and be creative with it. So once again, I'm super motivated. I thank you guys for sticking here with me. The channel grew even a tiny little bit, although I was not active at all. I actually thought I would do some blogs. I also thought I would be much more active on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. If you don't follow me on these pages, please do. But it was simply not possible. My mind was too occupied with the move, with the bureaucracy, with, you know, the heavy labor, as I already explained. And yeah, I'm here now, looking forward to start. If you guys are interested in guitar lessons online or even presential, if you are here in the area, hit me up. I would love to meet you guys. I would love to see how I can help you. And yeah, once again, thank you. I see you guys soon and take care. Ciao.